Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves in the crypto world lately. Imagine this. In just one day, a hacker manages to drain over $8 million from a crypto exchange, and not just on one blockchain but across two, Tron and Ethereum. Crazy, right? But here's where it gets even more intriguing. The exchange, Coinsbuy, actually replenished the stolen funds. Now, that's not your typical hack story. So, let's break this down and figure out what's really going on here. First off, what makes this really interesting is the way the hacker operated. According to BlockWatchdog, the attack started with a small test transaction of 5 USDT on Tron, almost like a trial run. Minutes later, boom, over 6 million USDT was siphoned from 8 wallets. On Ethereum, another 1.89 million USDT and 77 ETH were taken. Personally, I think this level of precision and speed is what sets this hack apart. It wasn't just a random grab. It was calculated and executed flawlessly. Now, here's where it gets even more fascinating. The hacker didn't just stop there. They moved about $6.34 million, or 79% of the stolen funds, through the FixedFloat exchange. Another 150 ETH was sent through ChangeNow. What this really suggests is that the hacker had a clear plan for laundering the funds. But what many people don't realize is that the remaining $542,000 was left untouched across 5 addresses. Why? Was it an oversight, or was it intentional? That's a detail I find fascinating. One thing that immediately stands out is Coinsbuy's response. Instead of just admitting defeat, they replenished the affected wallets, pouring in around $3.93 million. If you take a step back and think about it, this move is huge. BlockWatchdog pointed out that this only makes sense if the private keys weren't compromised. In my opinion, this raises a deeper question. If the keys weren't stolen, how did the hacker gain access? Was it a vulnerability in the withdrawal system? Or something else entirely? From my perspective, the fact that Coinsbuy hasn't publicly explained the breach is a bit concerning. Transparency is key in the crypto space, especially after a major hack. And let's not forget, this isn't an isolated incident. DeFi protocols lost over $840 million to hacks in the first 5 months of 2026 alone. Just in July, AFX Trade lost $24 million, and Ostium lost $18 million. It's a trend that's hard to ignore. What this really suggests is that the crypto space is still grappling with security issues. Personally, I think it's a wake-up call for exchanges and users alike. While blockchain technology is secure, the systems built on top of it often aren't. If you ask me, this hack is a reminder that we need to rethink how we approach security in crypto. So, here's my closing thought. As we continue to innovate in the crypto space, we need to prioritize security just as much as we prioritize innovation. Because at the end of the day, what's the point of decentralized finance if it's not secure? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is the crypto space doing enough to protect itself? Or are we just scratching the surface of a much bigger problem?